Hey, how you guys doing, man? It's Joe D, and welcome to Share a Beer 434. Today is Tuesday, October 17th, 2007. Yeah, October 17th, 2017. Wow, that's a lot of 17s. And I guess I have to acknowledge this. I pulled up google.com, and there's a big tribute to Selena on Google. So on Google's front page here, there's a tribute to Selena, in which I have never seen Google do this before for Selena. So if you are a Selena fan, or you just kind of want to remember her today, or we're remembering her today, I just wanted to acknowledge that really quick before we start. So getting into the show here, we're gonna have our what we're drinking segment. We always do that, and I'll advise, if you got a beer that you've been wanting to do, you better do it first, because we might not get to it the second one. I'm gonna just put that out there. We definitely got to do our malt liquor segment for sure. I'm sure Bum has some good news that he can dig up.
Yeah.
And we're definitely going to have a rant and rave. And then I've got something else to bring up that involves fruit and looms. So I think there might be some collusion happening here. And I just have to bring this up. Because I'm mad. So I'll start out by saying hi to everyone. How you doing, Bum?
Doing good.
And Mark, how are you, man?
Excellent.
And Tom, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing fantastic.
All right, man. What are you drinking, bro? What are you drinking, Tom?
I'm drinking a beer from Foley Brothers Brewing.
Oh.
It is their Skeleton Crew. It's the Imperial IPA, coming in at 8.5. They are based out of Brandon, Vermont. I don't get much from them, but like every once in a while, place like 30 minutes away, they have a couple bottles, but it's a solid brew.
What was the name of the brew again?
The name of the brewery is Foley Brothers, and the name of the beer is Skeleton Crew.
Oh, Skeleton Crew. That's okay.
It's one of those, how like you like a big IPA Imperial. It's kind of cloying. Stays on your palate a little too much. It kind of has that, but it doesn't at the same time. It's interesting.
I'll pull that up here.
But I'm starting to realize that maybe Imperial IPAs I'm not really a big fan. Anything over like 8.5, and that sort. I can nowadays people making 6% ABV beers with just as much flavor.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see, Skeleton Crew, Foley Brothers. Yeah, here we go.
It's a good beer. It is good.
So yeah, it's here's the untapped for that beer that he's drinking now. It's another 4.12. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe the standard's just getting way higher now. Maybe it's like stuff that's below 4.5 is like, are you kidding me, dude? What is this? So but close to 4,000 ratings on here, 277 in the last 30 days, 8.5%, 100 IBUs.
Yeah, it's a big beer.
That is a big beer. Yeah.
Yeah, Foley Brothers, they do some good stuff. If you ever see them, they do some really good stuff. I think they're based more around the IPA craze.
Is that a corked beer, or is that a cap on that? Or?
I think that's an opener.
Oh, that's just
an old Coca-Cola opener. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Yep.
Yeah. There's a better look at the bottle right there. Nice. And they're out of Vermont. Okay.
Yeah, Vermont is killing it, man. Vermont is killing it.
I'm hearing a lot of stuff from Vermont. I'm hearing Maine.
Yeah. New England. Honestly, New England's killing it.
Yeah.
They're doing a crazy job out here. I mean, just like Arizona. Arizona's killing it. It's just a matter of finding where people are doing great things.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
You know what I mean? Everybody's making some good beer everywhere.
Hey, we've got Neri in there, man. Hey, how you doing, bro? Good to see you, Neri. He can't
Yeah.
sleep, so he's watching.
There you go.
That'll put you to sleep.
Yeah.
That'll definitely put
You
you.
go to sleep in 10 minutes or less. Yeah.
Yeah, that it would guaranteed to put you to sleep now, man. Yeah, that's
Mm-hmm.
yeah. You'll
That
get
should be
some.
a slogan.
You'll get some good rest now, man. And then we have Backwoods Billy craft beer reviews. I like Untapped, hate rate beer. Yeah, I'm not. As you see on this show, we use Untapped. I just go by
Mhm.
Untapped. I'm done with BA. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
What are they? 40% or 50% owned by InBev?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they are.
Yeah. What did we talk about? Or was it rate beer? Was it rate beer or was it
rate beer? Yeah, it's rate beer.
Yeah.
okay?
Mm-hmm.
I know Beer Advocate. If back in the day, or I kind of still nowadays, if I go to Beer Advocate and then I go to Rate Beer, the ratings are so drastically they're so different.
Mm-hmm.
I was never a rate beer fan. I just for some reason never really cared for rate beer. I would occasionally bring it up in a review. Some people have always loved rate beer, and even though they're partially owned by one of the big boys now, they still trust them and they still use them. That's
Mhm.
fine. That's what this is. But it's a free, internet.
Mhm.
You can like who you want to like. There's a lot of choices.
Mhm.
I'm going with the obvious future, which I think is Untapped. I think that's the way.
Yeah, I mean they've got the momentum. They got
Yeah.
Mo is on their side right now.
Yeah.
Big time.
So it's you can.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Keep shopping eBay, or you can move to Amazon with everyone else.
That's right.
Or you can stick with MySpace, man. Everyone's been on Facebook for a while, apparently. Well, we stick with Google Plus. What are we talking about?
Mhm.
So,
We're
But
like
it's
the
vi-
last one.
But it's via YouTube, though.
yeah,
right.
it is. Yeah. We're still hanging on. No, no, not my Google.
Yeah.
We're hanging on to the edge of the plus sign right now.
Mhm.
Oh man, what were you gonna say, Tom? I'm sorry, bro.
I'd love to see Untapped start with beer trading and do forums and stuff. You know what I mean? That's the one thing I like about Beer Advocate is
Yeah, the forums.
when
Yeah.
you start beer trading, you have to literally be a member of Beer Advocate for a certain amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then you can start beer trading. It'd be cool if they did that. It'd be cool if they infiltrated that.
Yeah, they might have to. Maybe that is in their future.
Yeah.
Who knows? I love Untapped because so far you don't have to pay for a damn thing, and it just has a ton of stuff in it. I mean, there's
No ads.
yeah, there's no ads. They kind of do have these venues, verified venues, and I have a feeling the breweries are paying something, maybe. Or
Oh yeah, no, the breweries pay, or the venues that want to be featured pay.
yeah,
I mean,
I have a feeling there's
money somehow.
right. Yeah, there's got to
So
be.
far, it's not too intrusive. So.
Right. Yeah, because I do get. I may not get a badge every time. They've made a lot of badges, but I will get a lot of verified venues, like a lot. And I just always assume that's a kind of backhanded ad in a way,
Yeah, no, it is. Yeah.
Even though you like it, and it's still an ad. You know what I'm saying? Diggity.
I saw that commercial for the first time on Sunday night because I was watching Sunday Night Football.
Yeah, football, man. You got to be watching football.
You're going to get an exclusive tour of what was it? The
Chamber of Torture or something like that.
Yeah.
And they still diggity. It's just great.
That is
I
a good
love
one.
that
Yeah.
commercial, man. It's awesome. I love that. If you
Definitely.
have not seen that Bud Light commercial, I don't know what you would call it, but YouTube it, man. It's worth it. I just love that commercial. It's awesome.
Yeah.
So what are you drinking, Mark?
I am working my way through Burial Beer's Skull Saw, which is a porter with sweet potato.
Oh my God.
And it is good. It is really good. Now, I've paired it with something I think is just completely awesome. Deep fried Twinkie.
Dude, they're selling those. Did you buy that?
Yeah, I got a box at Aldi. It was like
Yeah.
7 Twinkies for $2.99. I'm like, well,
they're literally selling them. So what did you? So you bought a box? Okay, you said you bought it. So you don't have a regular Twinkie to compare it with?
no. This was a box of frozen deep fried Twinkies, frozen. You put it in the oven for like 8 minutes at 350, and it's really good. And it goes really good with this beer.
So it is it slightly crispy on the outside?
Mm-hmm.
Does it?
It is. Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's funny. I saw those and was like, because I bought the other Twinkies. You might have seen my picture on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
But I bought what was it, pumpkin spice or something?
Pumpkin spice ones. Yep.
I took those. Are they overly sweet at all, or?
Oh, they're Twinkie sweet. I mean, Twinkies are just sugar bombs.
Now you guys know I'm a
crispy
Oreo
coating on the outside.
You guys know that I do collect all the different flavor Oreos. I just I love doing that. My sister texts me the other day and tries to one up me. Have you had these yet? And she texts me a picture of these mystery Oreos.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I have checked with my local stores and have not been able to acquire a bag of those yet, and I'm pretty pissed because my sister one-upped me. You
can win money if you find out what the flavor is. So someone's doing something like that, isn't it?
Yeah, they're all over the place here. I haven't bought any yet.
Yeah. But no, the beer that I'm pairing the Twinkie with is pretty good. That's my first. It's my first taste of Burial Beer. They're out of North Carolina. So.
North Carolina, okay.
And it's nice. Everything. They've got 4 or 5 varieties, and they're all 16-ounce. They're 4-pack 16-ounce cans. Okay. So I've seen an IPA, a porter, and a couple other ones. So I just picked up this one. This was like $12 for a 4-pack of 16 ounces.
So that's a relatively new beer, maybe, because it's 320 total, 33 in the last 30 days.
Yeah. I checked in. Oh, okay. Yeah, I checked. So my check-in's right there. Yeah.
Yeah. 6% ABV. 40 IBUs.
Mm-hmm.
Classified as an American porter. 3.8% bottle. 3.8 bottle cap rating on here.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's good. It's a very good beer.
There's more.
What'd you say was in it? It was like yams or
sweet potatoes.
Sweet potatoes.
Sweet potatoes. How can you taste the sweet potato?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice.
Just there in the background. Not really sweet.
Yeah.
But you can get them. That unsweet sweet potato flavor. It doesn't taste artificial.
That's the thing about. There's even that classification now, right? You have sweet potato / yam beer.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a thing whether it's more yams or sweet potatoes, and you can hardly tell the difference between either one.
No.
But I would think it's more for like the body of the beer. That's the way I always take that. I always take
a little bit of flavor, but like pumpkin is a sweet potato yam beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of those pumpkin beers are actually when they're done right.
This is a good beer. It's got some nice dark roasty flavors. A hint of the sweet potato. Good, decent body. Yeah, it's a good beer.
Thank you. And Bum, so what are you having, my friend?
Well, a little bit later, I'm going to be keeping my Oktoberfest streak alive with Shiner Oktoberfest.
Oh, okay.
Just to show I'm keeping that streak alive until next week. But right now, what I'm having, I'm going to have, I bet Mark can guess what I'm having if I give just a little bit of key information.
Okay, let's see.
When I was figuring out, and let me show you this here, this delicious golden colored lager.
I see light.
No. When I was figuring out what I wanted to have tonight, I wasn't sure, but all I knew was that I wanted to have more than one of them. Now, Mark, what would be the one beer
the one beer to have when you're having more than one?
Yeah, what would that be, Mark?
That would be Schaefer beer. Woo-hoo.
Oh,
yep.
Schaefer, yeah.
Is that a great jingle or what? When you want to have more than one, Schaefer's the one beer to have. I mean,
they are still making Schaefer in 2017.
Wow,
I've never had Schaefer.
I need to get some of those next time I'm in Pittsburgh.
You won't find it in Pittsburgh. Don't bother looking. I had to travel to Meadville to buy this.
Funny. It's a specialty brew now.
Last time I was in Meadville a couple months ago, I passed through a drive-through distributor, and Schaefer caught my eye, and I thought, well, they're still making Schaefer, and I was like, nah, I'm sure they sell it in Pittsburgh. I just haven't paid attention. And when I looked for it here, sure enough, they don't sell it here anymore. So I went back to Meadville and bought myself a 30-pack for $15.
Yeah.
Wow. 50 cents a beer, not bad.
Yeah.
That's why it's the one beer to have when you're having more than one, or 30.
Or 30. And believe me, I didn't want to buy a 30-pack, but looks like they force you to buy them at 30.
So what's your opinion of Schaefer?
You know what? I expected the worst from this, but I must say this is one of the better crap beers I've ever had.
Okay. It's craft crap.
No, it's just crap.
Yeah.
But
it's a small C instead of a capital C.
It's not the worst crap I've ever had.
Okay.
Small batch crap.
Yeah, so you've got 6,700 ratings on here, 77 in the last 30 days.
Pabst, yeah.
Made by Pabst Brewing Company, 4.4% ABV. And a 2.55 rating. So that's just like you said, when you want something to drink, but you don't want to really get hammered and you're in one of those drink all day moods. You know what I'm saying? It's
I love the similar beers. I see Blatz and Narragansett on the right-hand side there. That's interesting.
And Michelob Ultra.
Boom! That's not even in the same league.
Boom! That tells you everything you need to know. Pacifico's actually not bad if you've had that. Stroh's Light. Oh man, you're killing
and they're all brewed by Pabst. So Pabst has been buying up all the recipes from all these breweries and brewing them all. Yeah.
I believe Schaefer got bought by Stroh's like 20, 30 years ago, and then of course Pabst ended up acquiring Stroh's and everything that they held. So.
Yeah.
And here's a Schaefer can from the 1970s I dug out of my childhood can collection.
Oh, cool.
And
what is it? Same pop on the top, or is it like one of those?
No,
it's a pull top.
Pull top. Yeah.
But it's an old tin can, exact same colors though.
Yep.
So.
I had a Schaefer can in my collection too. Yep.
And those are the days when you more than likely could taste the difference from a can to a bottle.
Oh yeah. Yeah, cans. Yeah, they weren't lined cans.
Yeah,
they were just tin cans.
Yeah.
And it added that certain unique je ne sais quoi.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little tinny. It's a little tinny. That's where that comes from, right? That's where that comes from.
Yeah.
A little tinny. So, let me see. We've got a nice little chat going. Neary's still there. We've got head coach. We've got Michael in there, and of course, Mom. How you doing, Mom? And Drunken One's in there. How you doing, brother? I haven't seen him in a while. So.
Hey, Sparky.
Yeah. At my grocery store this morning, they had a whole shopping cart full of beers that they marked down to 75 cents a can. And of course I left them all there. But they were some of the green can. What's the beer in the green can?
What, Genesee?
No, not Genesee. No, not Genesee. You're not
Rolling Rock.
Yeah, Rolling Rock. Yes. Rolling Rock, which again, it's not horrible, but I wasn't willing to stock up the shelf. Even at 75 cents for Rolling Rock. I even felt like 75 cents is still asking a bit much for Rolling Rock, isn't it?
Well,
Malt cans?
No, they were just regular 12s. Yeah, regular 12s.
Oh.
Well, that's because it's the Budweiser brewed Rolling Rock, Joe. You haven't had anything until you had the original Rolling Rock from brewed in Latrobe. Oh, it was delicious. Oh,
Yep, very good stuff.
Yeah.
33, the mysterious number 33.
Yeah. I don't know. You so we'll get into the malt liquor segment here. What do you got for us, Bum? And then I'm hearing you might have a little rant or a rave for us, but we got Billy D right now.
Yeah. I'll need your assistance with this, Joe. You've done it before. If you still have Untapped punched up there, might need you to do a screen share and then show that. So, oh boy, we got some big news this time. The small news is last Friday we had at least 2 Friday the 13th malt liquor videos posted.
Okay.
Oh, this had to be good.
Yeah, one was from Loot Bag Larry, and the other one was from Jay Vega. Jay Vega,
he posted finally.
Yeah, no, he's been doing about once a week.
Oh,
he's been doing about once a week lately.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of his traditional ski mask, he donned a Jason mask, and he loaded up his 40-ounce with some red dye. And I'm assuming it's red dye 40. So he drank himself a bloody Colt 45.
Now, is that allowed? Is that not
I've never read anything against it in the blueprint.
Similar to fruiting the malt?
No, I don't think I've never seen any rules stating that you're not allowed to.
Because I would assume you can't tomato a beer because that's still fruiting a beer, and this is kind of imitation fruiting a beer, isn't it?
No, it's no flavor to it, so you're not changing the flavor. So I'm guessing it's
okay. That's a fine line right there. I don't know if you want to do that again.
Well, that leads into the next big story that's even worse than that as far as blueprint violations. Now this is really good. This past Saturday actually, 40-ounce Fear, who I've been discussing his 40/40s challenge. He on Saturday I got a notification that he had just uploaded beer number 35, and I clicked on it, and as soon as I clicked on it, I got the notification from YouTube stating that this video is not viewable in your country due to copyright, etc., etc., etc.
Okay.
So I've never seen that happen on a malt liquor video before. I'm sure it has, but the little thumbnail that I got in my email, you could see, looking in the thumbnail, Fear is holding what appears to be a 40-ounce of AleSmith Mexican lager. He did mention a while back that he did have a 40 of craft beer that he was going to include in his challenge. And so he made a video the next day explaining what happened with Saturday's video. He did a live stream actually, and sure enough, it was a AleSmith Sublime Mexican Lager that was in his video. And he said that the reason that the video got taken down in this country was that the music featured in the video was the Gypsy Kings' Hotel California, sung in Spanish. And according to Fear, President Donald Trump had that video taken down because of so he's turned on Donald Trump now. Trump is responsible for that video being taken down. And so Fear said he's going to do what he can to alter it, to possibly get it back up there, because the thing is, it wasn't like he was drinking this video or making this video while he was drinking a Colt 45 or something where he could do a redo with a different. This is his only bottle that he got of this. He got it in a trade, and this is his only. He's never going to have this beer again. So, this is causing problems in his challenge. He's going to have to alter this video to get it to get it eligible to be uploaded. So
yeah, he's going to have to change the track. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, all this is happening, and just this morning, while I was, planning my report for tonight, I wanted to make sure that it was indeed the AleSmith Mexican or Sublime Mexican lager that Fear had, looking at his photo. So I went to Untapped and looked up that beer to see if I could see any photos of, anybody drinking a 40 of it, because it has a distinct logo. So Joe, if you could punch up that beer, it's from AleSmith. It's called Sublime Mexican Lager.
Yeah. Okay.
You have it?
Here we go. Yeah.
Can you share the screen?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if you go to click on See All Photos.
Okay.
And scroll down.
All right.
And you're going to have to, let's see. I'll tell you when to stop. You're going to probably have to hit show more several times. One more time. One more time. And I think one more time should do it.
2 hours later.
One more time. There it is.
This right here?
There you go. Click on that. 40-ounce Fear.
Dogfish head.
With his Dogfish head hat. But 40-ounce Fear, who is always criticizing craft beer drinkers, and has an Untapped account. Now go up to the left and click on 40-ounce Fear's name up there.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
40-ounce Fear.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Has an Untapped account.
Oh my God!
Look at his unique beers. Do you think that he has 1,210 unique malt liquors?
No.
40 of those are malt liquors, probably.
Oh my God!
He's a do as I say, not as I doer.
And cigars.
He's an ML hypocrite.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's drinking some.
Oh yeah, because there's some Dogfish head.
Uh-huh.
Look at that. 16-Mile Brewery. I don't think that's a brewery that brews all malt liquor.
No.
There's Sierra Oktoberfest.
Are you going to report him to the?
No,
you got to turn him in.
No, I'm not going to do that, because you guys know we've all worked with people who can get away with, no matter what anybody else gets in trouble for. There's that certain person that you work with that can get away with everything, and you get so frustrated. That's Fear.
So he's the he's the Charles Barkley. Is he the Charles Barkley of malt liquor? Is that what's happening here? Yeah, look at this.
Yeah,
there's a lot of
how many malt liquor videos does he put up a week? 1 or 2?
Oh, he does a lot. I'd say he does about 3 a week, sometimes more.
Oh wow!
Usually on the weekends, because he's been doing an NFL video, like a preview video Sundays at noon.
Okay. Yeah.
Sometimes he'll do one after the game.
Okay, so here's his top beers. Here we go through his top beers here. Oh, look at that. Silent Disco. It's an IPA. Pumpkinhead Ale. That's from Shipyard Brewing Camp. Let's see how far we got to go to get to anything remotely close to a malt liquor.
It's going to take some time.
This is going to take some time. Look at this, man.
He loves his Weibacher.
Now that Dallas Sucks from Weyerbacher, he poured that out into a glass last weekend and claimed he bought it because of the name. It's a football related can. He claimed he was going to pour it into the sink as soon as he shut his camera off.
He gave it a 5.
That's a pretty good rating for not liking it too much. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see a single malt liquor here. So
Yeah, you have yet to see a malt liquor, man. Look at this. Apparently, he likes 16 Mile Brewery, man. We saw pictures of 16 Mile Brewery. There's a lot of beers here from 16 Mile that he is frequenting.
There's his 40 that he drank Saturday that Trump took down.
The Sublime, yeah. Now even Trump's against him on that one.
Yeah,
so,
that's funny.
But wait a minute, because 8/31/17 was the first time he had it, and 10/14.
Oh, he's had it 2 times.
Yeah,
he's had it 2 times.
Nice, yeah.
Oh, he said that he only had one of those.
He's got 2 check-ins here.
Maybe
let's see.
Liquor talking.
Yeah, that's the.
Oh, he has.
He's had it twice, man. Let me see. Can I go back and
that's funny.
Here's the first one. Maybe that. Yeah, here you go. Boom.
Oh, he had it in a can that time. Okay. That was his only 40 that he had.
Okay, yeah. So he had a 12-ounce can and a 40.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's funny. Well, there we go. We won't report. We won't report you for your secret's safe with us.
Unless anybody watches.
Unless Jay Vega's still watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That's funny.
That is hilarious, man.
Yeah. So there's your special expose.
Now we got to look on all of our Untapped and see how many malt liquors we're posting.
That's now that is the one, right? Because
I have one, the one that I barely was able to drink on the show. I have my one from Voodoo and my DKML. So I have one standard malt liquor and 2 craft malt liquors.
I keep seeing that DKML, but I from your review, I kind of don't want to buy it.
Yeah, I have to admit, it was actually on an end cap the last time I went to Total Wine.
Okay.
And
who makes that? Who's the brewer of that?
The Founders.
Founders. Oh, okay. I did see that. Yeah, I did see that now, and I didn't buy it.
Yeah, I didn't buy it. Yeah.
No CBS, the Canadian Breakfast Stout. Supposedly, their next release is supposed to be CBS. That's the maple barrel aged stout.
Ooh, yep.
CBS that everyone tries to get. Supposedly that's supposed to be the next one.
Okay. Now, I've got something that I got this is a collusion, I am sure, between Fruit of the Looms and Hanes and all the other manufacturers of men's underwear.
All right, what's going on?
We got a serious issue happening here, gentlemen. All right. I think they are trying to lower the productivity of our underwear.
I believe it.
Lower the productivity. Okay. Continue.
And this is beer related because I hope that we all wear underwear while drinking beer. I know that there are some that may not, and you can keep that to yourself. Okay, that is like not for today. That does sound like a subject maybe I will cover later, but not today's show. We have covered the toilet paper issue, and I think it's still too soon to cover, an underwear issue like that. Even though it's been probably almost a year since the toilet paper, it's still too soon, I think, But in any case, I am noticing a lowering in production value of our underwear, gentlemen. I am particularly suspect of the gray underwear, if you know what I'm saying. The gray underwear seems to be wearing out faster than all the other colors, damn it.
So they're making them thinner? Is that your...
I don't know what's happened, but I am not able to get the usual 6-7 years out of my underwear.
Holy. If you're wearing underwear for 7 years, that's pretty good quality.
Hey, if you take care of your underwear and you wash it in a gentle cycle,
it'll take care of you.
And that's right.
So you just gotta wear them.
The symbiotic relationship.
You gotta wear them 2-3 times and wash them less, and you'll be good to go.
Yeah. You know, and then if you flip them, you know what I'm saying?
That's what you get 2 times the value.
You know what I'm saying? So you should be able to get
equal wear.
Yes, you know, because I don't discriminate. You know, some people discriminate and they only go inside. Well, there's a whole outside that is just really like, hey, dude, what about me? You know?
Okay, Mom, what do you have to say about that? That's what I want to know.
Well, it's funny.
Obviously, her admonition to you always to have clean underwear it kind of fell apart, I think, in middle age.
Yeah, you know, because I just started as I got older. I figured, you know, that whole, you know, you need to wear clean underwear thing is going to go out the window when you do see the bus that's about to hit you, because something's going to happen in the underwear. You know what I'm saying?
So it doesn't matter.
So I don't know that it's gonna matter. Now maybe forensic science is that good that they're like, oh no, this was not before. This was pre-accident right here. This was pre-bus. This wasn't because of the bus. we have you know, I don't know if they're gonna break it down to that level. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so now you've got this collusion going on.
Yes.
So what's the answer? Where are you going to purchase your underwear products from now?
You don't know what to do because you have to go to them. Like, what are you supposed to do? You go to Walmart, you pick up the pair in the multi-pack with the multicolors, and there's always gray ones in there.
Well, you
wear faster.
You go to what? You mean you haven't seen the great value underwear in Walmart?
Oh,
I get mine at Costco.
Sam's Choice.
So maybe it's a collusion with Costco. I think Costco up there in Seattle is just like, hey, dudes, look, you guys got to lower your production on the underwear so that they buy our stuff.
That's right.
Neary says too much info, man. He says this is just too much. Yes. This is what you stayed up for, brother. Now that'll teach you.
Go to sleep, damn it.
Go to sleep. This is what we do on the big show here. This is how we roll right here, man. Yeah. There is definitely now. Are you guys noticing lower years out of your
Well, I transitioned from Fruit of the Loom about 4 years ago to, like I said, to the Costco, but it's Champion underwear, and so far I've been very happy with the durability.
Yeah,
that's my recommendation, because I can get a 4-pack for like $11.99 at Costco.
Oh,
I just bought some new ones this week. I bought some clean underwear, Mom, so I'm good.
Drunken One says 7 years. Yeah, you know, it's like, you're not getting 7 years out of yours, man. Come on.
You should ask him what the factory warranty is.
What's the warranty?
Manufacturer's warranty
on my undies, man. Now, I think what's happening also is you're getting all these kind of craft underwear people, if you will, because I'm hearing a lot of sports podcasters are advertising for Me Undies. And I think they want you to use all these fancy underwear, Dundees, or all this other stuff that's happening. They want to make you go to these like $10 a pair underwear deals, you know?
And I saw one. Now, this is a great name for men's underwear. It's called Saks underwear. and they're like $15 a pair.
Wow.
But their unique selling proposition is they actually have a sack for your sack. It's there. It's pitched as sports underwear to keep everything like in alignment, so you get no chafing and
so they're holding the boys real good.
But Saks, SAXX.
Secure the boys.
That's great.
Keep the package where it's supposed to be.
You know what's hilarious? I'm trying to remember the show I was watching, because as everyone knows here, especially Bum, you're a baseball guy like I am. You know, the Dodgers are playing and the Yankees are playing, and I finally got to see the Yankees play last night in their game, and I finally got to see the Judge. I've never seen Judge before, and and mind you, these guys are doing their regular big shows on TV and stuff, and they're talking about Judge and how big he is, and how Kircher was talking, and even he had he's a pretty serious baseball guy. He gives his facts and stuff like that, and even he had to crack up because he started talking about Judge and how big his strike zone is. Because for those that don't know, Judge is this huge human being. He's 6'7". He's a very large, and I've heard about him, but I've never been able to see him until last night. And when he smacked one over, what was it, center field there, ran two in, it really crushed Houston. Anyway, but even Kircher had to crack up because he was talking about how big his strike zone is, and I forget who was pitching to him this particular game that he was referencing, but he was referencing how the umps are calling him in a very odd way, and he was talking about how his strike zone's so big, and the balls are going by his face, and he kept talking about the balls going by his face, and even he had to laugh. He's like, these balls keep coming by his face, and even he had to. You could even hear him
laughing on that one. Right?
He had to chuckle a little bit, and then he moved off of it. He was real professional about it. But even you heard a pause and then kind of
and it's funny, a relatively harmless comment like that, and I've watched like stuff 40, 50, 60 years old where somebody says something like that and nobody bats an eye. Now it is guaranteed that somebody somewhere is going to start snickering or chuckling, which causes the chain reaction for everybody to do.
Yeah, that was that was, I thought that was pretty funny, especially from him, because he is a very hardcore baseball guy, very hardcore old school baseball reporter. He's one of the baseball insiders, and you know what I'm saying, he gets all the good nitty gritty, you know what I'm saying, if you get into baseball. And of course the Dodgers are playing, so I got
they're starting now. I just opened up my second beer, and I think it matches up perfectly with the last couple of conversations. This beer is called Fresh Sticky Nugs. From Sweetwater.
It's Sweetwater. Nice.
Fresh Sticky Nugs.
Is that the same artist that drew that drew the guy looked like he was behind the pig?
Yeah, it is. Yep, same guy. Yep.
Okay.
This is their Dank Tank series, so it's an IPA, and Fresh Sticky Nugs is, I'm sure, their version of a wet hopped IPA. Yeah. Okay. But I saw the name, and I kind of, like Joe says, I kind of giggled when I saw it in the store. I'm like, okay, I'm buying a 4-pack of this. So
that is funny. And
Fresh Sticky Nugs. Now their descriptions are always pretty good.
That's what I love about beer is, and I think that's what makes us different. I think wine is starting to change things up because there's so much momentum happening with craft beer. But you got Fresh Sticky Nugs. It's their Dank Tank. Red Ale, an Imperial Red Ale from Sweetwater Brewing. 1,000 ratings total, 41 in the last 30. 8% ABV, 3.97 bottle cap. So solid.
They're calling it a red ale. This is a. Do they have like a sticky, like a 2017 version or something? I just noticed that.
Let me see.
Because it's supposed to be like in a double IPA, but
let me see if this is the same. Well, he's got the same can you do. This guy does.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. It's not red though. I mean, that's what it's definitely an IPA color. It's not like an Imperial Red Ale.
His beer looks similar as well.
Yeah,
sometimes I'm puzzled every once in a while by
how they get the category.
Yeah. Sometimes the categories are like, I don't agree with that at all. Yeah, because he's got the same.
He's got the Fresh Sticky Nugs there, drinking it at the beach.
And this was just 2 hours ago. So these people are posting these really recently as well.
That's a good one. It's a tasty beer. It's got that whole Dank Tank kind of thing going on. Definitely a good one. But yeah, the name. Well, they come up with some great names for their beers. So
Cool. So we definitely need to have a rant and rave section. That was actually part of my rant was on the collusion of the underwear.
Mm-hmm.
I'm angry.
Maybe that's what they should be investigating. We need a special select subcommittee on underwear collusion.
I personally think that that's what all the stuff that's been happening over the last year is over. You know, everyone's uptight and angry these days, and what's happening is there's less support there. You know, the support system is all gone.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
it's a good theory.
It just causes things to run wild.
Mm-hmm. It's funny, Joe, as soon as you said the gray colored ones losing their life, as soon as you said that, that struck a chord with me, because I have some gray ones where the elastic is going more so than the others, and I'm sitting here pondering, thinking, okay, did those gray ones come in the pack with all the other colors, or did I buy those 6 months earlier and I got those 2 gray pairs as 2 bonus pairs when I bought the all black package and got 2 gray bonus pairs?
Right.
And I can't remember, but I think that might be the reason why the gray ones are losing their.
I think that's why they're in there. They're a cheaper quality, you know, and we end up depending on the gray ones just as much as the other colors,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and they're subpar, you know, and then that leads to
doing the job. It doesn't matter what color it is; they just got to support. We need the support.
You know, I guarantee. One of my teachers in college was like telling me and stuff. It's like every company has where if you call in and you complain, they'll make sure they'll do something for you. I guarantee if you call Hanes and you tell them, hey, these underwear aren't as good as the other ones, I guarantee they'll give you a coupon or something something like that. I guarantee they'd hook it up.
Yeah, I probably should. You know, I did call Budweiser that one time, and Budweiser responded and sent me free beer. I do have to admit, you know, they didn't continue to send me free beer, but they did send free beer that one time. I have to admit. Yeah. Now Neri says champion rules, so maybe that's the key. Maybe I need to.
Yeah. See.
It might.
Europe sets the trend. So I mean, so if Neri is, you know, I didn't know it, but maybe I'm just like following, you know, the trend from Europe.
Maybe that's what's happening here. Maybe the Europeans have it all figured out, and just like with a lot of cars, maybe the Germans make the best underwear.
Yeah.
You know, maybe there's
over-engineered and hard to maintain.
But I bet you the Japanese have the best warranty. You know what I'm saying? There might be just that. But
the metal is a little thinner on the Japanese car. So you know.
Yeah, you know, but the durability, the reliability, and the longevity might be there. Yeah. You know, it just like the Toyotas and the Nissans and stuff that, you know, well, I don't know about the Nissans, but the Toyotas and the Hondas, they just kind of go forever. Maybe Toyota needs to start making underwear. Yeah. Maybe we need to call Elon Musk and get him on that one. You know, his last name is Musk.
Oh my goodness.
He's going to make his next $1 billion in the end.
Who knew? He was trying this whole solar power thing and blah, 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 your rockets and all this stuff.
Diddly.
You know what I'm saying? Just take him to the chamber. Diddly. Yes. You know, the whole clue to being rich, a gazillionaire is underwear. You know, men's underwear. Damn it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I am glad everyone tuned in for that. So what's the rant and rave? You got a rant and rave, bub?
Yeah. I noticed looking at the chat here that we have Louisiana Beer Reviews, a.k.a. Ronald Therio, a.k.a. Jay, in the chat. And I want to say hello to him. I love his videos. He does great videos. everybody check out Louisiana Beer Reviews.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah,
Great stuff. Great stuff. And I hope he's still watching because he might like this. I know he's into memorabilia and stuff. My rave is keeping the Schaefer thing going. I just recently got this on eBay. This is a 1953 Brooklyn Dodgers schedule, courtesy of Schaefer Beer. And let me tell you, these Brooklyn Dodgers schedules from Schaefer are very tough to find, and when you do find them, they are very expensive. There was a group of 2 on eBay, and me and my buddy split the cost of 2 of them.
Okay.
And yeah,
it looks like it's in great shape.
It's in great shape. About a year ago, I posted a couple other ones on my Google Plus page from 50 and 51, and those are in horrible shape. Those 2, and the other one I have is from their final year in Brooklyn in 57. I have that schedule too. But from what I saw in a Brooklyn Dodgers documentary, Walter O'Malley, when he joined the Dodgers, had to talk Branch Rickey, who was a staunch Methodist teetotaler, had to talk him into allowing a beer company to sponsor the team. And he finally caved in, and Schaefer started sponsoring the Dodgers in 1950. And so there are Brooklyn Dodger schedules from Schaefer Beer from 50 through their final year in 57. And just wanted to share that little. Oh, and the other cool thing about this schedule on the inside, it has TV and radio information. It says Red Barber, Connie Desmond, and Vince. They call him Vince Scully will bring you play-by-play. And as we know, any Dodgers fan knows, Vince Scully is Vin Scully, and as any Dodger fan knows, Vin Scully just retired last year after his 67th year of broadcasting Dodgers games. So here he is in his 4th year, mentioned on this schedule here.
That's crazy.
So that is my rave. I love this old stuff.
Yeah, and I like that you like it, and especially because you'll show old schedules, and Dodgers are an old team, and so a lot of those schedules involve the Dodgers. I only grew up knowing Scully. I mean, he's the only voice of the Dodgers I've ever known, and thank God, really, because he was just that good. As everyone knows by now, if you're even mildly into American sports, that is, you've heard of Vince Scully by now. He's just a living legend, in the sport for sure. I would personally love, of course, to see the Dodgers get to the World Series, but I think it would also be very cool to see the Dodgers and Yankees play in the World Series, just because of so much history.
How many times have they been in the World Series against each other?
I honestly don't know.
It's got to be a couple times at least over the course.
Back in the 40s and 50s, there was a ton of times. It was the Subway Series every year. When the Brooklyn Dodgers started getting good finally in the late 40s, them and the Yankees played each other a bunch of times, and then 77, 78, and then 80. Was it? They play again in 81. I believe, and I don't know. Since then, I'm not sure.
Yeah, well, because 88 was the last time that the Dodgers.
Was in this series.
Yeah, because and I know that because that's the year I graduated. So it was the Dodgers won, and the Lakers went back to back that year. So,
there was the Yankees were out of it all through the 60s, and then didn't get good again until 76.
Reggie.
And, with Reggie. But they played the Yankees Dodgers in 77, 78, and then the strike shortened year in 81.
So I just looked it up, and I guess
so much history between those two teams. Wow.
There was 11 appearances in the World Series.
Wow.
Starting in 41.
Okay.
With the Yankees Dodgers?
Yeah.
47. It's very historic. I would love to see it again. You know what I'm saying? Especially, being original New York teams. You know what I'm saying? I think that would be pretty special again. And then of course, Major League Baseball's got to love it because it's two of the biggest markets in the country.
Yeah. Talk about a ratings thing. Yeah.
You've got two of the biggest markets. If you can't have Yankees, Boston, then I would think the next best thing's got to be Yankees, Dodgers.
That's such a drastic time schedule, right? That's like opposite west, opposite east.
Yeah, 3 hours. Yeah. So if they play like 7 o'clock in LA, it's already 10 o'clock here.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure the game started right now, right?
Yeah, I think it started at 8 o'clock, right? Is it 8 o'clock Eastern? It's either 8 or 9 o'clock.
I think it's 8. I think it just started. Or they're about to start.
Yeah.
Because they usually start at 5 for me. So that's
lucky you, huh?
Yeah. Well, yeah, it is kind of lucky actually because I get to at least football's that that's the way things are here, and I do get to at least watch a couple of hours before I have to go to work. So otherwise, if it started later, I'd be screwed. As far as at least. So I typically do get to watch 3, 4, 5 innings. You know what I'm saying? Before, depending on how fast the innings go. Football. And what was that?
Then pop the radio on.
Yeah, well, yeah, or watch it on my phone. I can go to work and still, watch on my phone until I have to leave. So it's generally they're over by that time. So my supervisor, he's a big sports fan too. So he'll usually have the games playing over there at work too as well. So that helps. You know what I'm saying? Because but it's kind of funny too because some guys work certain shifts because they're either into something or not into something, and a lot of guys that work graveyard aren't necessarily sports fans. So that part's kind of tough too because a lot of the guys that I work with on my shift aren't necessarily a sports guy. You know what I'm saying? So it's so
it's hard to find. It's harder to find somebody that's a little bit more in tune with what you'd like to be able to do.
Yeah, or just they don't mind the games playing, but they're not like in that. They don't have that same urgency to hear a game or watch a game that you do.
They're not as into it. Yeah.
So they know I'm a huge sports guy, football guy, baseball, NASCAR, you name it. Really. So, and this is a great time of year, right? Because you have basketball just started, hockey started, baseball's finishing, and football's.
You've got all 4 sports.
Yeah.
All 4 sports going on at the same time.
It's a great time of year. And then for those of you that are into that soccer thing, that's still happening in other places, but it is happening.
NASCAR too is still going on.
Yeah,
NASCAR coming down to the playoffs, right? Yeah.
Right. NASCAR's about to wrap up. You've got, depending on how into racing you are, you've got, dirt is, all the racing is about to wrap up. You got the dirt; it's about to wrap up. You've got drag racing that is about to wrap up as well. I was raised at a drag strip, damn near, man. My dad was in. NHRA member my whole life. Nice. So I grew up seeing some of the legends of and have met most of those legends of drag racing. That's for sure. So, yeah, racing. I could go on a rant about because racing in the late 70s and early 80s was you went to a race and it was awesome, man. I met so many legends, so many of the Hall of Famers now, really, so many of them. And as a kid, they'd put their arm around you and just take you right around the car, and they'd hang out with you for a minute. You could just go right, before the race started, you go right into the pits, and it was so incredible. So many autographs, so many pictures with so many of those guys. It's just great. I was the kid that had one of those jackets that was just full of patches from all the different races that I went to. It was literally just full of patches, So yeah, I had an opportunity to meet many of those legends, man. You name it, Earnhardt, the Allisons. I mean, gosh, you just name it, man. I've Don the Snake Perdome, Shirley Muldowney, Connie Coletta. I mean, so many racers, man.
Carlos.
And then all the LA teams from the 80s, for sure. All the Dodgers, all the famous Dodger players, all those guys, man. They would all, if they didn't come to my school, then they went to the park that I lived next to as a kid. So, I just met them all, met so many of them. And then, fortunately, my mom, who's in the chat as well, did hair my whole life. I grew up in a beauty salon. So, my mom did the hair of some of the Rams players or the secretary or something like that. So, through all these different means, I've met a lot of players over the years. So it just kind of fuels your fire for these sorts of things. So it's pretty cool. Anybody else got a rant or rave, man?
I'm just going to do a quick rave for deep fried Twinkies. That's my find of the week.
Hell yeah. Man.
I'm sure it's healthy. I'm sure, right?
Yeah. The more the better.
The more the better. Yeah. I've still got a few left in the box. I think I'm going to go and eat them right after this. And
I would think the faster you slurp them down, then
the healthier.
Yeah, because the calories just don't count. It's just too fast for the calories.
If you can do they come 7 in a box. So if you can do all 7 in 4 minutes, I mean, you're probably fine.
Oh, but wait. We don't do calories on this show anymore. Remember, we go energy.
Okay, yeah. Well, okay, so yeah, all that energy, it would be great for you.
Yeah, all that energy. It just sounds better. I love it.
A lot better.
I am going by the Australian
You need the Red Bull
system.
when you got a deep fried Twinkie. I mean, it's so much more energy.
You've got all the energy you need. That's it. Boom. Right? Yeah. See, I like that. Just sounds better. I like it. I'm going to go by the Australian system of nutrition and the, Scottish way of weighing. I'm going to go to the stone. So now I can be I don't know what it is, 30 stone. I think that just sounds better. And
I weigh 30. Yeah, I weigh 30.
This plate of pasta only has 1,200 energy. It's not bad. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to have so much energy with this pasta. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
That's the way I look at it.
1 stone is 14 pounds. So
yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. So let's not get wrapped up in that
stone and energy.
It's stones and energy, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the hell. That 27 stone. You know what I'm saying? I'm it's just.
This is 1/14 stone.
Yes, right. Yeah, I'll stick with wearing black.
I just drank a stone of beer. I just drank a stone of beer tonight. That's all I drank.
That's all.
I drank a stone of stone beer.
Yes. So you just keep drinking stone beer. See? Yeah.
The stone challenge. That's what we could do. That would be a great hashtag stone challenge. You got to drink a stone of stone beer.
Yeah, a stone of stone. Wow. How come they have not done that?
No.
A lot of beer.
Oh, because they're waiting for us to talk about it, and then they'll do it.
And then they do it. That's right.
We are cutting edge.
That's right. We are very cut. It is kind of ironic how many times we've mentioned something, and then a brewery has done it afterwards. Yep. It is we even get viewers that watch and then are like, "Oh my God, they actually did talk about that, and the brewery did do that."
Yeah, somebody's going to post Stone Challenge somewhere.
Yeah, Stone Challenge.
Hashtag. Not saying it could be somebody, but who knows? We'll see.
I think that's the true Stone Challenge. You got to drink a stone of beer, and what?
That's a lot of beer.
That's a lot of beer.
Oh, let's see.
Crap.
Let's divide by 12. That's only. Come on, really? If somebody's serious, that's only 149 12-ounce cans to drink a stone of beer.
Wow.
A lot of beer.
I mean,
a lot of beer.
You should get 20 people.
Yeah, divided by. Okay, wait a minute. No, should we divide by 30 pack because that's probably
Stone.
That's 5 30 packs.
Stone has 14
get 4 more
beers.
30 packs, bum, and then I want to see a Stone of Schaefer. Stone of Stonies. You can do Stonies too.
A Stone of Stonies.
Yeah.
Stone of Stone.
Very good, Mark.
14 beers and 14 days of Stone.
Oh, that's like 10 beers a day.
That's a lot of beer. That's a messed up 2 weeks.
Dude, I tell you, man. Now, okay, for Mark and Tom, like, how long did it take you to have your first beer when you got back?
That's a great question.
I had a beer Monday when I got back because I didn't get back. Well, I had a beer. Yeah, I had a beer. I got back at like 11 o'clock Sunday, so I had a beer Monday night.
You had a beer the next day.
Yeah, I went to a local craft bar and I had a beer. Probably the next day.
The next day.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I got home, I had a beer.
I had a beer in the airport before I left. I went to the New Belgium one and had a beer there at like 2 o'clock. So
yeah,
I kind of wish I did that. How was that? How was that bar? It was kind of a restaurant too, right?
It was little tiny. It was way off in like little lost corner. You really had to work at it. It's like way over on one of the. It wouldn't be where you would think like the New Belgium beer restaurant bar would be. You'd think that would be like in the middle of one of the concourses, but it was like at the end by the commuter hub of like the third concourse out. So I really had to walk to it. It was little, but you know, they had 8 or 10 beers from New Belgium and some good food. Their food was good. It was well worth it. So if you're ever in Denver again, just go to the New Belgium hub
in the airport
and get some beer. And I got beer and like sausages. So it was a good.
Nice meal to hold you over for the flight.
Yes,
I tell you, I was very impressed with Denver Airport. It was.
No, it's a nice airport.
It's a nice airport. I was impressed with it. It's pretty cool. Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you, man. Great show. And help me vent about the underwear collusion.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Is that your show title, Joe?
Underwear
collusion.
Underwear collusion. Yeah. And what I actually have to admit, what got me, what I was actually pissed off about was a stupid grievance by Colin Kaepernick. I was like, I'm so sick of hearing about that guy already. But
yeah, he needs to quit getting his panties in a bunch.
Oh, nice, Mark. What's up? You let him take that from you, Mark.
I was just drinking my beer. I couldn't think fast enough.
That was a
good. Yeah.
Man. I think that is the initial. I think that's what started the whole kneeling thing. Really, he was really just trying to get the panties out of the, all bunched up there.
Yeah, figure if you kneel, maybe that like shift them just enough to stop the binding.
Yeah. that. See, I'm telling you, man. It all I think Trump is I think he led the collusion with the underwear people and got America all uptight.
Now the question would be: is Fruit of the Loom and Hanes, are they owned by Russian companies?
Yeah, that's what's up, right? Yeah, that's oh, this is hilarious. Okay. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it, man. Great show. Right. Thank you, man. We get so many people in the chat. Matt, Andrew. Cool. Mike, Andrew. Man, got a bunch of people in there. Of course, Mom and Neary. And he doesn't show up too often for the Tuesday show. Backwoods Billy. So many people in there. Drunken one. Awesome. Thanks, Mark, Tom, Bum. Great show, man. Good times. We'll see you guys, man. Peace out.
Bye.
Oh, don't forget, we're here every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern, and every Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern. So tune in right here to Share Beer, man. We'll see you.
All right.
Peace out.
See ya.
Bye. See you guys.